going to take a bit of time today to talk about Kobo Aura 1, how we've made it and why we think it's the best e-reader available in the market today. Kobo Aura 1 comes to us from two directions. One, constantly looking for the barriers that keep people from e-reading, that keep people from deciding that ebooks are something that they want as a part of their lives, and getting them out of the way so that people can enjoy ebooks more. And at the same time, trying to bring readers into the design process. So can we take people who are passionate about books, people who are reading books all the time, and get them involved in how we create the next device for Kobo? And Kobo Aura 1 is the combination of those two forces. We brought in some of our most passionate readers, people who have big libraries, people who read multiple books a week, have 5 books going on at a time, and we asked them, what could we do to make reading on a device better? And we also asked them, what are the things that are keeping you from reading more? We got great feedback, and 3 major things that have gone into the making of this next new device. The first thing they said was, we would love to see screens be even bigger. Could we get more words on a page? Could we have an experience that was more like reading on a hardcover book? And so with Kobo Aura 1, we've moved the screen out to 7.8 inches, the largest e-ink screen that's currently available in the market today. That's 60% more reading space than is on the standard 6-inch e-ink device. At the same time, they wanted the device to be both thinner and lighter. And so we've been able to come back with both the thinnest device that we've ever created and a device that, even though it has 60% more screen, has a weight that's roughly equivalent to a paperback at 230 grams. So bigger screen, but at the same time, thinner and lighter. They wanted us to keep that notion of waterproofing, be able to bring a device with you wherever you go. And we were able to deliver that with a new waterproofing technology called HZO, which is truly waterproof, not just splash proof. It has an IPX8 waterproof rating, which means that it can be submerged in 2 meters of water for 60 minutes, which is about as long as anyone should probably read underwater. And because it's internally nano-coated, we don't have to plug ports or seal hatches anymore. You could just drop it into the water, pick it out, rinse it off, wipe it off, and go right back to reading again. At the same time, we found that many of our most valuable customers are mixing both books that they're reading from our store that have been recommended to them by Kobo, but also bringing books in from public libraries. Public library access of ebooks has become more and more pervasive, and yet we were seeing many customers having problems side-loading their lent ebooks from libraries onto our device. Through our sister company, Overdrive, we were able to make what we believe is the closest and most elegant integration of library lending onto a device. So now you can pick your library system, put in your library card number, search for any book through the Kobo store, and if it's available to lend, you can borrow it right on the device. And so when we look across these new improvements, what we've really done is make as much of the reading process as simple as we can. We've made it bigger and more luxurious, but we also addressed one of the concerns that came to us as we were talking to people about reading digitally. In the last 12 to 18 months, people have been seeing stories and studies about the effects that blue light and LED light can have on your sleep. And whether in the media or through scientific journal studies, people had heard you shouldn't bring your smartphone to bed with you. You shouldn't bring your tablet with you and be working on it before you go to sleep because the light from those devices can interrupt your sleep cycle. We took this seriously. It was a concern that readers had. We looked at the sleep research that showed how light can interrupt sleep, and as a result, completely re-engineered how we do front light on an e-reading device. So now for the first time, we have what we call Comfort Light Pro, which is an RGB front lighting system We find out from you when your bedtime is, and over the course of the day, the light temperature will change, starting with that very crisp white light that you have at the beginning of the day and in the middle of the day, but slowly tending towards yellows, oranges, and reds as you get towards the end of the day. And it has that same sort of feeling that candlelight has. It's a little bit like sunset, but it's a cue to your body that it's getting towards bedtime and that it's okay to go to sleep. We obviously don't want to create a device that makes you go to sleep, but we do want to create a device that keeps you from going to sleep. We want the only thing that keeps you up at the end of the day to be the story that you're reading, not the device that you're reading it on. It also has built-in light sensors to vary brightness depending on the kind and the quality of light that you're in. So we believe it's both the most responsive light system that's ever been put onto an e-reader and also one that is going to preserve the way that you sleep and the time that you want to go to sleep. We've worked with sleep researchers then to confirm the implementation that we've made and have great feedback that it is actually the best way that you could go, that you could finish off your day with a book in hand. And so bigger screens, a lighter device, waterproof in a new way, one-touch library lending, and Comfort Light Pro, the best reading system for going to sleep at night. All of this is about both making the best reading experience we can and eliminating those barriers that keep people from saying, why not read on ebooks? For us, we are very excited that we've been able to continue pressing out the boundaries of what an e-reader can do. It doesn't just have to be a cheap 6-inch device. It can be a premium device. It can be a luxurious reading experience. And from when we first made our initial forays into high-end e-reading with Kobo Aura HD and followed that up with Aura H2O, we've been constantly surprised how many people are interested in getting into a higher-end e-reading experience. And it kind of makes sense. The same way that someone who loves music will get rid of the earbuds that came with their smartphone and upgrade to a high-end set of headphones, or the way someone who loves sports or loves movies will upgrade their TV to a 4K high-definition experience. Books are the same way. If you're the kind of person who's reading a book a week, 2 books a week, you want to have a device that really lets you have the best reading experience possible. And that's what we've been able to do here with Kobo Aura 1.